challenging a 37-year-old. You could be broken. She could have been broken. Like I said, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about just a 37-year-old.
Why would a 37-year-old be broken?
Been through so many heartbreaks, the guys that have done it wrong.
The internet is weaponizing age, and it's weaponizing singleness, and it's making women that are older feel like Paul Pierce says we're cooked. It kind of sounds like a 27-year-old is better. Because what I'm hearing, and y'all tell me if I'm crazy, I mean, more older women come with baggage. They come with more trauma. Yes, they might have more stability, but that's not really something that men are seeking. And it sounds like younger women are more naive, which means they're probably more fun, which means they probably aren't so set inside of who they are, and they have more time to give you children.
All good points.
Right. So why would you choose me? Let's take it out of general and make it into you and I, a 37-year-old over a 25-year-old.
I don't know, man. Y'all got me feeling like Kevin Samuel or something, be reincarnated.
But if you're an adult, I personally think if you're over the age of 35 and you're intentional dating, 3 years is too long. Go get somebody else to do it, Get a 25-year-old, get a 27-year-old, get a 23-year-old. They got that time to waste and to have fun and just see how it's going to go. But if you're an older adult, be intentional or don't. Which brings me to a question for you. I have two questions. Remind me about the thing I just already forgot that I asked you to remind me about. But my second question is,
I forgot the question already.
Both of us, we just tore up. But this is what I will say, because technically, according to the internet, I'm cooked. I'm above 35.
Why are you asking your man?
I've never been married. Mm-hmm. I don't have children, which says I'm a red flag. Why would you, a man that has all of these options, a lot of the options, also indulged in some options, why would you choose a woman that is 37 instead of a woman that is 27? Is that a good question?
Yeah, that's an amazing question.
That is a good question.
Oh, snap.
That's a good one. Whoever wrote that one.
He like, why did I do this?
Why would I? Mm-hmm. Just saying an age is one thing. Okay. It's who's the age attached to. Mm. This age that we talked about, 37, is attached to Sarah. Like, it ain't too many of you at any age. Mm. So wherever you can get her at, you better take her. I just so happy to get you at 37. I would have took you at 27. I would have took you at, whenever I can get you.
I think this is the guy that really likes the female. You feel me? Like I said, it's going to be a mating strategy on both sides. I think Miss Sarah has basically won when it comes down to getting the guy that likes her more than she possibly might like him. Like, I don't know all the details, but that's what it sounds like from his perspective of wanting her at all ages, not wanting to lose her. He just wanted her.
But at the same time, now that I have you at 37, the benefits of that, I would say you are wise.
Thank you.
You are, like, we talk about a lot of stuff, not just business wise, just, different experiences that you've had that maybe I haven't had and you can tell me about, or you really know yourself now. Like, I would never go for this, or I've already tried this before and I know I would never do that. So you know yourself so well, and the experiences that you coming with are like super valuable.
But why wouldn't you want a young woman who is malleable, like who you can form into whatever it is that you want? Why would you want a woman that's technically cooked? Is there value in a woman that's cooked?
Yeah, the value in your experience, the value in your connections,
This nigga said connections. Bruh, I'm going to just let it play out, y'all, but that just made me chuckle.
Yeah, there's a lot of value in you.
Okay, well, why not someone that's 27? Don't they have value? Can't they have the same connections?
No.
I mean, connections take time, so. I mean, and it's pros and cons with both, to be honest. You know,
Tell me the cons.
the
for
cons
us.
with a 27-year-old.
For both.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I know body language really well, and I could just see. Like I said, I just understand body language. I can tell she didn't like his response with the connection thing. You can see it on her face right now. Wasn't a good answer. That's why it's probably not best to bring especially a woman podcast interviewing her fiance. Probably not the best thing to do. Now, a guy podcast interviewing his woman, still probably not the best thing to do. But it just changes the dynamic and the energy. Let's continue.
Let's do 37.
Okay.
The cons in a 37-year-old.
She ain't like that.
Not necessarily you, but just a 37-year-old. You could be broken. Like I said, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about just a 37-year-old.
Why would a 37-year-old be broken?
She could have been broken. She's been through so many heartbreaks. You know, guys that have done her wrong. She could be
Possibly.
broken.
Sure.
Touche. Okay, do the
You know?
healing. What if she's not broken? I don't know.
Well, if she's not broken,
I feel like a 27-year-old is more likely to be broken than a 37-year-old.
why?
Because a 27-year-old is still figuring themselves out. A 37-year-old, we know who we are. We're not getting broken anymore.
I would think Miss Fontenot definitely understands the fact that if you 37 years old, you've had way more experience than a 27-year-old woman. I would think that you are going to have a little bit more trauma, a little bit more contention, or a little jaded compared, to a 27-year-old when it comes to relationships. Especially if you've been in more situations. Like if we go off naturally, you probably should have been in more situations than a 27-year-old. I will hope so. So if that's the case, you're going to be a little bit more jaded. It might be a little more difficult for you to trust. Your pair bonding has probably went out the window. So I don't understand why Sarah would even ask that question.
I think, as a woman.
I think a 27-year-old or 25-year-old, like they haven't seen everything yet. They haven't experienced everything yet. So they don't think the world is, so dark because they haven't had their heart broken as many times, whatever the case is. And, they probably have an easier outlook on what a man would do for them or what a man, does he really love me? I think when you're older, sometimes you bring a lot of baggage.
Cuz talking against what he got at home. Let's continue.
Like what, kids?
I mean, kids is big, or just baggage as in just past traumas.
You don't feel like young women have past traumas?
They just don't have as many because they hadn't lived as long.
So what's their cons for young women?
A younger woman just being naive, being
It ain't too many.
not as stable in life.
Money?
It kind of sounds like a 27-year-old is better. Because what I'm hearing, and y'all tell me if I'm crazy. I mean, I know you're not talking about me in particular, but it sounds like more older women come with baggage. They come with more trauma. Yes, they might have more stability, but that's not really something that men are seeking. And it sounds like younger women are more naive, which means they're probably more fun, which means they probably aren't so set inside of who they are, and they have more time to give you children.
All good points.
Right. So why would you choose me? Let's take it out of general and make it into you and I, a 37-year-old over a 25-year-old.
Because it's you.
Yo, she heated. Even the host got to say, because Sarah getting heated right now. You see how she keeps bringing it very personal. Like, I need to know why it's me.
Sarah?
No, I want to know.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's the age has nothing to do with it. I'm choosing Sarah. Like, I have to get you where I met you at.
Okay, so for a woman, okay, so give me qualities of a me for women to say, okay, this is what I get to work on, so that whether you're 27 or 37, a man like you that has a ton of options, and women literally do everything for you for nothing from you, which is crazy to me. How do they bag that man? Does that question make sense? Like, is that a useful question?
Can you reword it maybe?
Like,
Everybody like. Calm down,
For
Sarah.
what? Because the internet is weaponizing age and it's weaponizing singleness, and it's making women that are older feel like Paul Pierce says we're cooked, right? Once we hit 35, really 33, or really 30. Once we hit 30, we're cooked. Our eggs are dried up. We're no good. Nobody wants us anymore, right? So why have you now, a man that has options? You have money, you have a huge house, you have investments, you're handsome, you're 6'7¾". You got a lot of,
Like a 6'7"?
you surpassed the 4 6s, all of them. And there's way more than that, right? So why would you or someone like you that has options choose to lock in with someone that is older?
Why you pressing them so hard? I don't like this anymore. It's like, ma'am, Miss Sarah, congratulations, but it almost sounds like you about to you self-sabotaging your own situation because now you pressing. It's a little annoying at this point, I mean, the man gave his answers, but she just wants more.
So I'm just gonna reword it a little bit. I'm choosing to lock in with Sarah, right?
Okay.
And what do you do for me? What makes me choose you over anybody else?
Yes.
It's the way you make me feel, like when we together. Just how rare you are, even though the age, having no kids, the life lessons, that you've demonstrated to me just, in the time that we've been together. I just know that with us together, like how stronger I'm going to become because of you. Like
Connections?
the motivation, like the push I feel you so happy and jolly that it just automatically like transitions to me. Like, so, you say it all the time, like I'm a grumpy, whatever. Like you wake up and you like,
grumpy.
hello, and all of this, and and that automatically like transitions to me, and it makes me feel in a better place. Like, so it's a lot of, intangible things that I can't even just articulate like
Well,
that.
try for the women
I'm
at
trying.
home. Because they want to know, how do they get a man? How do they get a 7-figure earning, 6'7" tall, freaking fit? I ain't gonna talk about what's mine and all the other things. How do they? I'm not, because I don't want nobody gunning for my man. Thank you very much.
Miss Sarah, why it sound like you bragging at this point? Why it sound like you bragging? And stop giving all these women hope at home. Because all these women ain't gonna be able to get that. You feel me? We don't even know how you got that for sure. So we can't sit right here and put all these dreams and fallacies in these other women's heads thinking that they're supposed to acquire the same thing. It's not the case. The man first mentioned connections with you. So I don't know if it's about, it's definitely about more the business side of it too, aside of just being just a nice feminine woman. The man can, like you said, he can get whatever he wants. You got to be realistic. You need to know in the back of your mind on exactly what the intentions possibly could be, because he might not tell you every single thing. That us as guys, sometimes we don't do that.
But I say that to say, what is a man like you? Because a lot of people in our circle are like you. Well, not like you, but
Right, I'm finna say.
they ain't like you, but you know what I mean. But how do
they do it? I don't.
what are the intangibles?
I don't know. They can't. It's hard. I'm sorry.
No, you gotta give hope, babe.
I'm giving hope.
That's zero hope.
It's the crazy thing about it is the women that qualify, they know. They already know.
Okay, so for the young women,
The people that we speaking to probably just not it.
okay, so I agree with you. How do they become it?
Man, y'all regular still.
I don't know, man. Y'all got me feeling like Kevin Samuel or something. Be reincarnated. I don't know. It's
Pressure.
It's hard out here, y'all.
Who is this guy?
You just gonna leave them on no hope?
How do you asking
Can
them?
you give them 5 characteristics or traits? 5.
That
And you can't say energetically because we know where it came from.
That a man is looking for in a woman. That's a fair question.
all right, beautiful.
Okay, I agree with that.
Okay.
In shape.
I'm gonna lump that with
Let's
beautiful.
go with beautiful.
It's our
Just-
first rule.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Being a like I said, you the nicest, jolliest person I know.
Sarah is not nice. She's
I'm
Who?
kind.
She may not be nice to you.
I'm saying she's kind.
I'm not a pushover, is what she's
No,
saying.
she's not a pushover.
that's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
and I've heard you say this before. Like, that's your version of nice. Nice, polite, just a joyful person to be around.
Okay, that's fair.
Like,
That's fair.
that's what I mean.
Okay.
Just being a joyful person.
Okay.
We got 2 down. Having some good, sex helps.
No, because we don't teach women to have sex quickly.
Oh,
We didn't have sex quickly.
all right. So
This man don't sound like nothing that she's ever preached about or has explained on a podcast on what she's trying to acquire or keep. This dude, it's hilarious.
take that away then. What's another quality?
Sound like a regular guy.
Being available.
No.
What? Not a hoe.
Okay. Not promiscuous.
Bro, this is strange.
That helps.
Okay. Beautiful fit, joyful disposition. Don't be promiscuous. This is good. We're getting somewhere.
We getting somewhere.
Okay. Do you care if she's smart? Would you rather have?
Yeah, I care if she's smart.
Would you rather have a beautiful idiot, meaning her IQ is low, or a universally unattractive woman that's nurturing, loving, caring, there for you, it's supportive, encouraging, and successful monetarily?
I'd rather have a beautiful idiot.
That's 2-0 right now.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy. He just said he'd rather have a beautiful idiot instead of the monetary part added into it or the intelligence. He said a beautiful idiot. Now, I don't know if Sarah, I know she doesn't think that she's a beautiful idiot, but it kind of goes against exactly what she's supposed to be portraying or is to the public, because he just sound like a regular dude. It sound like one of the boys. Hey, let's go hoop later on. You feel me? That's what it sounds like. So I'm very curious on to how this is gonna end, because it just don't sound right, especially from her side.
It's honest.
I'd rather have a beautiful idiot than
Ugly smart woman.
This nigga red
nurturing
pill.
girl.
This nigga red pill.
That's just me. Like,
It's not just you. I feel like we're asking all the men this, and they're all saying the same thing.
why?
What do you mean? Why?
Men are aesthetically leading.
I don't need you to calculate my math problem.
attacking him.
Why? Nurturing is cool, but we got Uber Eats too. I would love to have all of it. Don't get me wrong. Give it to me. Give me beautiful, smart, nurturing, all of that. But if I had to choose between an ugly girl that got it all and a beautiful girl that got some of it, I'm gonna take the beautiful girl.
Okay, what about you, Sarah? Would you choose an ugly man?
See, that's I can answer that for you.
Vice versa. What would
I
you
can answer
say?
that for you.
I'm curious.
Probably.
You gonna answer it for me?
Yeah. Oh, so would she choose a ugly man that had it all
Yes.
versus a handsome guy?
It got
It
nothing.
has nothing? Absolutely not.
He has nothing.
Well,
He got something.
Maybe 30%.
She gonna go with the ugly guy.
Right.
sure.
I know this for a fact.
10,000%.
Yeah, she gonna go with the ugly
Because
guy.
women aren't aesthetic. Women want safety and security. Just because you look good, you can't do nothing for me, with me.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
get it.
point. I don't want you.
And we the opposite.
That's a hazard.
And
And men are aesthetic. So I'm not surprised. Masculine men are aesthetic. Feminine women are seeking safety and security. It's just the laws of nature, and it's not that one is bad or the other's right or wrong. Or there is none of that. It's just human nature for the most part. And if you're willing to be honest, this is why I always say that women need to do the best with their genetic potential. You have no idea how many people, and I'm talking about if you want a masculine, high value, high earning man, how much you disqualify yourself from having that type of man when you let yourself go. When you get into a relationship, you disqualify yourself from that man when you let yourself go. That's something that we've both talked about. We have no problem. Look, if I already have a high standard for me. I don't like getting to a certain point. I'll be like, ooh, I need to go to the gym. I probably lost 5 pounds since I was like, ooh, and I've been in the gym. Like this can't be my life. I'm not doing it. I'm a floating 5. I feel comfortable 5 pounds, gaining 5 pounds. Some people feel comfortable gaining 30. Some people feel comfortable gaining 50. I'm not that person because my standard is high, unless I'm sick, So I think that you got to have your own standard for what you're okay with, because the truth is you'll also attract those people that have that same standard. What would you?
Yeah, but you might not want the exact same. Sometimes opposites do attract. Sometimes you don't want the exact same qualities in every aspect that's in you and your partner, especially when it comes down to the guy side. Sometimes the guy wants a woman that's gonna more follow. Don't mean that she has to be exactly him, because it's like you dating yourself at that point. See, women sometimes try and seek out the same thing in themselves, and that means that they usually try and turn their guy into a female sometimes. I think that's a little bit of advice possibly.
Would you leave me if I gained 100 pounds?
Probably.
Damn,
This nigga real.
it's crazy.
I'll try my best to get you back on track, but and it take a while to gain 100 pounds. I mean, you really been neglecting yourself, us for a minute.
What if in pregnancy I gain 35 pounds and then I lose 20, but I can't get off that last 15?
Right, Dr. Miami.
15 pounds will look good on you, though. I think so. What you mean, Sarah? You look great.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She could definitely afford to gain some weight. I'm gonna be honest, 'cause I think she's a little slender to me. I like him a little bit thicker or whatnot for sure. But this brother colder than what I thought he was. I thought this dude was kind of more squarish on some of the things that he said in the beginning of this podcast. But as of this point right now, this brother is now red pill sound like. This brother has been, I don't know if it's, he mentioned Kevin Samuels and everything. He has been consumed with her own talking points to where he like, nah, I ain't about to let this slide. I'm about to give it how it's supposed to be given.
Makeover.
I mean, I would do it. I'm gonna tell y'all, I've said it before. If I don't feel good in my body, I'm getting surgery. I will do the best with my genetic potential. And if I can't get there, I'm getting surgery. I don't feel bad about saying it. I don't care who judges it. This is my life. I want to feel good when I look in the mirror. Throw the whole man away. I don't care about that. I care about how I feel in my skin. And I know when I was overweight, because at my heaviest, when I was sitting down and pulling my shirt out every time that I sat down, when I was standing halfway behind people when we were taking pictures, when that was my life and my confidence was low, you also attract experiences, people, places, things, opportunities that are on that level. And I don't want no low vibrational experiences, people, places, things, or opportunities.
So what if I gained 100 pounds?
No, you wouldn't gain no 100
What
pounds.
if I did?
First of all, I feed you.
What if I got sick?
Well, if you're sick, it's different. I'm going to take care of you. But if you're just neglectful, there's no way. There's no way.
There's no way what?
Do you know how much
you gonna
would,
allow me
no,
to get it?
you know what you'd be eating for breakfast? Egg whites and avocado.
What if I was sneaking Big Macs?
No, ain't no way.
This shit seems like there's some tension behind this relationship, y'all. I don't know how long this gonna last.
I'm going to stab you with a Zempic while you're sleeping. Then you won't be hungry.
Strange.
You want me? What would you do?
Ozempic is under a class lawsuit.
Okay,
for-
Wegovy. Any of them. They all suppress your hunger. I'm doing something. I just gotta pinch your stomach or get you in the booty while you sleeping once a week.
Get you in the booty while you sleeping is crazy.
Oh, with the needle of Wegovy, okay?
This brother looks
They
stressed.
get you in the butt cheek.
I don't even know what Gobi.
I do.
that is.
It's all the same. That's why everybody's losing weight, because skinny is coming back. I'm coming back in
I
style.
think I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. That's just a little bit too much going on. I was hoping the conversation went somewhere else, but I don't know if it is. I'm just gonna leave it right there, y'all. I want to talk about some things before the conversation. I got Ozempic on the brain. Why am I thinking about Ozempic right now? I let it play too long. So let's double back, man. With I'm happy for Miss Sarah. Miss Sarah, congratulations that you are in a committed, serious relationship. If that's what you want, for sure. If that's what he wants, 100%. But at the same time, it was a few things in this podcast that kind of showed itself to be true. Women want the bad boy, because obviously she stated that this man had women doing things for him for free without doing anything. You were committed to a guy that you end up breaking that off with because this other guy was in the picture. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. You had something that was sure, but you chose something that was like more unsure, but he enticed you, made you feel a certain type of way, so you went with him. That just reinforces the bad boy trait. Nice guy's gonna finish last, possibly. That's what that reinforces, you know. And I will say this, man. I know these female dating, coaches or whatnot, they'll say, they'll present themselves a certain way, but behind the scenes, man, when they with the guy that they really like and appreciate, it changes. The demeanor's gonna change. Just like when it comes down to, see, us as guys, we're more open with how we act with our women. We like a nurturing woman. We're gonna turn into a baby around our chick. You feel me? We're gonna be all up under her, cuddling sometimes and things and so forth like that. But sometimes these women, they try to act like they keep that energy all the time. But when they round that one, they changing their attitude, and they're gonna be different. But you still got to be the one that's for them. And if it ain't for you, you just gotta go ahead and dip out of there. But I thought they little debacle back and forth, that was kind of strange to me. I'm not gonna lie. I could tell he said some things that she wasn't feeling. When he mentioned that connection point, when he said you have connections, and he really didn't expound upon it, that was crazy. And there was some things further in the beginning of this podcast that I already had watched, leading up to here, to where it meant he stated that that when it comes down to like routines that are healthy or nurturing, he mentioned about her being nurturing. He didn't say much. He said like one thing: she wakes up in the morning, open the curtains. He ain't say hardly much. So it showed you some of these relationships in the forefront ain't what it is behind the scenes. If he was already a past player, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how sure of a thing that he's like, I'm completely committed, I'm not doing nothing. He say he wants a monogamous relationship, possibly so. I don't know for sure, man. A lot of people say one thing on camera, behind the scenes, they do another. That's why when I'm on here, man, y'all hear me capping and saying like, man, I'm 100% religious. I don't believe in cheating and all this stuff. I don't speak on that stuff. I won't never pick that side, because I understand the opposite side, and I understand people are going to be in situations, and you got to be in a situation that's going to benefit you the most, and what you okay with dealing with. And some things don't even need to be asked to. Because when you open up Pandora's box, you're going to end up finding something. So certain things shouldn't be brought up. Like women, don't self-sabotage your situation. She mentioned about women being insecure. And then before you know, you start projecting onto that guy. And then you end up creating your own demise. Vice versa with guys sometimes. You got to create the structure, create the reality. Outside of that, you just don't go just searching and looking constantly for stuff. Things will present itself. You will see a red flag in your face. You don't have to go searching for it. Usually it'll pop up and you'll be like, something ain't right with that. But I want to get y'all thoughts on this, man. This was hilarious to me. I got this going way too long. I don't know how long this is going to be, but y'all definitely enjoy this. Y'all give me y'all thoughts on Miss Sarah. If you watching this, because Miss Sarah be commenting on the bitches. She be commenting and whatnot. Congratulations to you. This is no hate, no shade. Since you put it out there with your relationship, I have to be honest. I have to be objective. I have to be 100% true on the things that I say and how I feel about it. It is what it is. But congratulations to you, Miss Sarah. I wish the best for you. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all comment below. And this is JayBReacts. Until next time, y'all. Peace.